Imagine a world where the impossible becomes possible, where massive infrastructure projects not only reshape the physical landscape but also redefine the future of our global society. From underground highways connecting continents to space elevators soaring beyond Earth's atmosphere, these 10 mind-blowing megaprojects could have changed everything we know about transportation, energy, and human potential. But what if they had happened? What would our world look like today if these visionary projects had come to life? Let's explore the monumental ideas that almost changed history forever. Throughout the annals of human history, there have been pivotal moments when visionaries have dared to envision possibilities that transcended the boundaries of practicality, igniting innovations that have irrevocably transformed the world. Envision a reality where transportation occurs at unprecedented speeds, where roadways generate sustainable energy, or where entire continents are interconnected through bridges or tunnels. Imagine a future in which humanity can traverse effortlessly between Earth and outer space, or a scenario where our most vital resource, water, can be extracted from arid deserts. Number 1. The Fulgurites Hyperloop. Elon Musk introduced the Hyperloop concept in 2013, envisioning an advanced transportation system capable of transporting passengers in capsules through low-pressure tubes at speeds surpassing 700 miles per hour. This innovative travel method promised to significantly reduce journey durations, such as the trip between Los Angeles and San Francisco, to less than 30 minutes, representing a transformative potential for the transportation sector. If realized, the Hyperloop could enhance long-distance travel efficiency, alleviating both travel time and road congestion. Furthermore, it would contribute to lower carbon emissions by offering a more sustainable alternative to air and automobile travel, positioning the Hyperloop as a crucial element in the fight against climate change. The implementation of the Hyperloop could have led to the emergence of new urban centers, enabling individuals to commute over extensive distances for work or leisure activities. This system could redefine economic landscapes, facilitating collaboration between regions that were previously isolated. Additionally, the Hyperloop has the potential to revolutionize freight transport by providing a quicker and more efficient means of moving goods. Nevertheless, significant technical and economic challenges persist. Issues such as construction expenses, scalability of technology, and energy requirements present considerable obstacles for the system. The necessary infrastructure, including tunnels, stations, and energy production facilities, could create substantial logistical and financial challenges. There are also valid concerns regarding the safety and comfort of traveling in pods at such elevated speeds. While the technology is still undergoing testing, the concept has generated considerable interest, prompting investments from private enterprises and government entities. Should it ever be fully developed, the Hyperloop could establish a new benchmark for transportation, drastically reducing travel times across continents and potentially transforming the global economy. Number 2. The Transatlantic Tunnel. The Transatlantic Tunnel represents one of the most ambitious concepts aimed at enhancing transportation between continents. Envisioned as a system of tunnels or bridges linking the United States with Europe, this proposal would have established a continuous land connection across the expansive Atlantic Ocean. The prospect of driving from New York to London without the necessity of air or sea travel is truly remarkable. The potential ramifications for trade, tourism, and international relations would have been significant, likely transforming our understanding of global geography. Had such a tunnel been constructed, it would have considerably shortened the travel duration between the US and Europe. Individuals would no longer be required to endure lengthy flights across the Atlantic. Instead, they could conveniently board a train or bus to traverse beneath the ocean. This development could have had far-reaching impacts on commerce, culture, and communication, enabling an extraordinary exchange of goods, individuals, and ideas between the two continents. Furthermore, the tunnel might have fostered improved international relations by establishing a direct line of communication between Europe and North America. The infrastructure would also have likely provided substantial advantages for freight transport, offering a more efficient and expedited route for the movement of goods. Constructing a tunnel of such magnitude beneath the ocean would indeed represent an extraordinary feat of engineering, fraught with numerous challenges. The geological characteristics of the seabed, the considerable depth of the ocean, and the variability of weather conditions would render the construction of such a structure exceedingly complex. the financial implications of the project would be immense, and any unforeseen delays or incidents could result in substantial losses. Furthermore, existing geopolitical tensions between the United States and European countries could have further complicated the project, potentially leading to additional delays or even cancellations. While the idea of a transatlantic tunnel is certainly captivating, its realization would likely be obstructed by technological, financial, and political obstacles, positioning it more as a vision for the future rather than a practical undertaking. Number 3. The space elevator. The concept of the space elevator represents a revolutionary advancement that has the potential to transform our approach to accessing outer space. This ambitious project envisions the construction of an enormous tower anchored to the Earth, extending up to geostationary orbit, approximately 22,000 miles above the planet's surface. Central to the design of the space elevator is a high-strength material, such as carbon nanotubes, which would be essential for supporting the structure's weight. Rather than relying on traditional rocket launches, cargo and passengers would ascend the tower using specially engineered vehicles known as climbers, significantly reducing the costs and increasing the efficiency of space travel. Should the space elevator be successfully realized, it could lead to a substantial decrease in the expenses associated with transporting materials into space, thereby facilitating more frequent missions, including the potential colonization of the Moon or Mars. This innovation would revolutionize the aerospace sector, making space exploration accessible to governments, private enterprises, and even tourists. Furthermore, the elevator would support the establishment of large-scale space stations, mining operations in space, and the burgeoning field of space tourism. The environmental benefits would also be considerable, as traditional rockets generate significant carbon emissions, while the space elevator could operate on renewable energy sources such as solar power. Nevertheless, the technological requirements for constructing a space elevator currently exceed our existing capabilities. The materials necessary to endure the tremendous forces exerted on the structure remain largely theoretical, and the creation of a stable edifice over such an extensive distance presents formidable technical challenges. Additionally, the elevator would need to withstand threats from space debris, lightning strikes, and severe weather conditions, all of which could compromise its integrity. There are also inherent risks to human safety, as any malfunction could result in disastrous outcomes. Despite these challenges, the space elevator continues to embody humanity's aspirations to explore the cosmos and may eventually become a reality as technological advancements progress. Number 4. The Great Man-Made River Libya. The Great Man-Made River stands as one of the most ambitious infrastructure endeavors ever undertaken. Launched in Libya during the late 20th century, it aimed to harness the country's extensive underground aquifers to supply water to arid regions. This initiative encompasses a complex system of pipelines and tunnels that convey water from the Sahara Desert to coastal areas, thereby supplying fresh water to agricultural lands and urban centers in Libya. If realized as intended, the GMR would have significantly altered Libya's geography, transforming desolate areas into fertile agricultural zones, facilitating population growth and enhancing the nation's food security. A primary advantage of the GMR would have been its capacity to reduce Libya's dependence on expensive desalination facilities. Rather than relying on the energy-intensive process of converting seawater into fresh water, the GMR could have offered a more sustainable and natural water source. Moreover, it could have fostered economic growth by promoting the development of agriculture and infrastructure, especially in previously uninhabitable desert regions. The project also had the potential to elevate Libya's political and economic influence within the region. Nevertheless, the long-term sustainability of the project raises concerns. The aquifers that feed the GMR are finite, and extracting water at the proposed rate could result in the depletion of these vital resources, rendering the project unsustainable over time. Additionally, the environmental repercussions of extensive water extraction could inflict irreversible harm on desert ecosystems. The financial implications are also significant, with billions of dollars allocated for infrastructure and upkeep. Despite these issues, the GMR represents the remarkable potential of human ingenuity to address environmental challenges, although its long-term consequences remain uncertain. Number 5. The Bering Strait Bridge. A bridge or tunnel connecting Alaska to Russia across the Bering Strait represents a groundbreaking concept that could have significantly transformed our understanding of global transportation. Spanning the 55-mile distance between Alaska and Russia, this infrastructure would have facilitated direct road access between North America and Asia, thereby unlocking new possibilities for trade, travel, and collaboration between the two continents. Such a development could have allowed for the efficient movement of goods and individuals between the United States and Russia, fostering economic expansion and enhanced geopolitical partnerships. Had the Bering Strait Bridge been realized, it would have revolutionized the logistics of international shipping. Rather than depending on expensive maritime routes or air freight, goods could have been transported via rail or road between the two continents. This would have been especially advantageous for the movement of large items and bulk commodities. Furthermore, tourism and migration between the regions would likely have surged, creating fresh opportunities for cultural exchange and strengthening diplomatic relations. Nonetheless, the undertaking presented significant engineering obstacles. The severe Arctic environment, characterized by extreme temperatures, ice flows, and erratic weather conditions, would have posed substantial challenges to construction. Additionally, the region's seismic activity and the complexities of erecting a structure over deep waters would have further complicated the endeavor. Geopolitical considerations also played a crucial role, as tensions between the United States and Russia could have impeded collaboration on such a monumental project. Number 6. The Dubai Water Canal. The Dubai Water Canal represents a significant infrastructure initiative aimed at reshaping the urban environment by establishing a new waterway linking the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Gulf. Spanning over 3 miles, this canal was developed to enhance Dubai's waterfront, generate additional land for real estate ventures, and improve the city's transportation network. Completed in 2016, it has already contributed a distinctive aesthetic and logistical advantage to Dubai, featuring numerous bridges and waterfront properties along its route. The canal facilitates boat traffic and water taxis, offering an alternative transportation option in a city predominantly dependent on automobiles. Had the canal been extended beyond its initial design, it could have further integrated Dubai into a more connected and sustainable urban landscape. The additional land created alongside the canal could have fostered the development of residential, commercial, and recreational areas. Additionally, it would have played a role in diversifying Dubai's economy, attracting investments and enhancing the city's reputation as a global hub for trade and tourism. Nonetheless, such extensive projects carry considerable risks. The environmental repercussions of dredging and modifying natural waterways could have disrupted local ecosystems. Furthermore, the construction of the canal demanded substantial financial investment, raising concerns about the long-term viability of such an endeavor in light of the region's climatic conditions. Despite these obstacles, the Dubai Water Canal has emerged as a testament to the city's aspiration to harmonize innovation, luxury, and functionality. Number 7. The Solar Roadways. Solar roadways represents a groundbreaking initiative aimed at substituting conventional asphalt roads with solar panels that harness renewable energy. These solar panels would be integrated into road surfaces, parking areas, and highways, thereby supplying clean and sustainable energy for residential use, electric vehicles, and street lighting. The global adoption of solar roadways could lead to a significant reduction in dependence on fossil fuels and a substantial decline in greenhouse gas emissions. The foremost advantage of solar roadways lies in their capacity to generate energy while accommodating vehicular traffic. Roads, which often remain unutilized for extended periods, could function as extensive solar farms, generating electricity that would benefit nearby communities and lessen reliance on the electrical grid. Furthermore, solar-powered roadways could address energy deficits in isolated areas and create revenue through the sale of surplus energy. Additionally, roads equipped with smart technology and sensors could enhance traffic management, minimize accidents, and provide real-time updates on road conditions. Nonetheless, there are considerable technical and financial hurdles to overcome. The upkeep of solar panels embedded in roadways, which endure heavy traffic wear and extreme weather, may incur significant costs. Moreover, the energy output of solar panels may not suffice to fulfill the energy demands of adjacent areas, particularly in regions with limited sunlight. The financial implications of overhauling existing infrastructure to incorporate solar roads would be immense, and uncertainties regarding the long-term durability and economic viability of such a system persist. Number 8. The International Space Station expansion. The International Space Station represents one of the most remarkable milestones in the realm of space exploration, functioning as a research facility in low Earth orbit for many years. The expansion of the ISS could have led to the establishment of a permanent multinational space station, capable of accommodating a larger human presence in outer space. By incorporating additional modules for research, habitation, and manufacturing, such a facility could have acted as a launch pad for further exploration of the Moon, Mars, and beyond. An enlarged ISS would facilitate more sophisticated scientific investigations into the long-term effects of space habitation on human physiology. Furthermore, the space station could serve as a central point for international cooperation in space exploration, enhancing collaborative efforts among nations. By promoting the development of space tourism and mining initiatives, it would have established a financial framework for the commercialization of space. Nonetheless, the construction and upkeep of an expanded ISS would necessitate substantial investment and technological progress. Prolonged missions in space present various health hazards to astronauts, including muscle atrophy and exposure to radiation. The financial implications of sustaining such a facility in orbit, along with the technical difficulties associated with its construction and operation, would also be significant. Despite these obstacles, the expansion of the ISS would have positioned humanity to embark on a new chapter of space exploration and scientific advancement. Number 9. The China Great Wall of Solar Panels. China's initiative to establish an extensive solar panel farm along the Great Wall represented a bold endeavor to merge renewable energy production with the country's rich cultural heritage. The proposal involved the installation of solar panels along various segments of the Great Wall, which stretches over 13,000 miles, aiming to harness solar energy to address China's increasing energy requirements. Had the project been realized, it would have resulted in one of the largest solar energy networks globally, potentially supplying clean, renewable energy to millions. By utilizing the abundant sunlight in China's northern and western regions, the Great Wall of solar panels could have significantly aided China's efforts to diminish its dependence on coal and other environmentally harmful energy sources. This initiative would have contributed to lowering greenhouse gas emissions and enhancing China's position as a leader in renewable energy on the world stage. Nonetheless, such an undertaking would have encountered challenges related to engineering and environmental considerations. The historical significance of the Great Wall necessitates that any modifications to its structure be executed with utmost care to maintain its integrity. Additionally, the scale of the project and the requirement to transmit solar energy to urban areas would have demanded substantial investment in infrastructure. While the initiative could have played a pivotal role in powering China's future, the associated costs and environmental implications would have required thorough evaluation. Number 10. The International Seaport Atlantropa. Atlantropa was an ambitious project conceived in the 20th century that aimed to drain the Mediterranean Sea to generate new land for agricultural use and energy production. The initiative included the construction of a massive hydroelectric dam intended to provide power to Europe. Had it been realized, this project could have significantly altered the geographical landscape of Europe and North Africa, creating additional agricultural zones and promoting economic growth. By reducing the sea level and generating new land, it would have facilitated the development of infrastructures such as roads, cities, and farms, potentially transforming the economies of southern Europe and North Africa. The proposed hydroelectric dam was expected to deliver affordable and renewable energy, thereby bolstering industrial expansion. Nevertheless, the environmental repercussions would have been severe. The draining of the Mediterranean would have led to the destruction of marine habitats, the displacement of millions, and the disruption of global climatic patterns. The environmental and societal implications were deemed excessively detrimental, resulting in the project's eventual discontinuation. Here we have reached the end of this video. What do you think about these mega projects? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video.